So, welcome to lecture series on C and data structures. In today's lecture, let us see some example C programs with the help of its statement. So, let me tell you how to write the C program using if else or if else nested if statements. So, as you are aware, if is a conditional statement. So, if takes a condition as an argument, and if that condition is true, if block will be executed. And if that condition is false, else block will be executed. So in this example, let us see if the given number is odd or even. So how do we determine? So that we have seen already, I suppose. So we will see how to find the greatest of two numbers. So all you need to do is to get two numbers as input from the user. You have to compare those two numbers. Have to find the greatest among those two numbers, and you have to print the result. So initially the program starts with header file. I have included the header file, and following the header file will be the main function. So since I do not want the function to return anything, I have given as void main. So inside main function, the first step is the local declaration of the variables. So I need to compare two numbers. So I'm getting or I'm declaring two variables, say for example A and B. So the next step is to assign the values to these two variables. Either you can assign directly at the time of initialization, like int A equal to 5 and B equal to 6, or you can get the values using a scanf statement from the user during the runtime. So now I'm opting the second option. I'm using scanf statement. So by using scanf statement here inside double quotes, you have to give 2%d as format specifies, because I'm going to get two integer values from the user. Next, with the help of address of operator, I'm getting the values and storing it in the memory of A and B. So now the user will enter the values for A and B. So after receiving the values, now the input is completed. Next, you have to do the process. What is the process over here? You have to compare the two numbers using if statement. So if statement, I have already told before, this takes as argument. What will it take as argument? A condition. So what is the condition I'm going to give here? Comparing the numbers. So let me compare. If A is greater than B. So if this condition is true, what should be done? This if block has to be executed. So I want to print A is greater message to the user. So this condition is true, which this condition is true, it is obvious A is bigger or greater than B. So I want to display the same message to the user. So I'm giving it in printf statement inside double quotes. A is greater. So if this condition is false, what does it mean? The second value B is greater than A, correct? So that part has to be given. So if condition is false, means else block will be executed. So that has to be given inside the else block. So inside else, I'm giving as printf, printf inside double quotes, B is greater. Yeah, so fine, at last get ch message. So this get ch is to display the output in this screen. So initially I'm including one clear screen. So I do not want any previous outputs to pop up on the console window. So I'm giving clear screen to clear all the old history of the outputs from the console window. So now let me run this program and show you. Let me compile it first. So there are no errors. So I shall run the program now. So you need to give two values, right? I'm giving two values, 3 and 2. So now what is the expected output here? When you compare 3 and 2, which one is greater? 3 is greater. So what it should do? It should display a message. 3A is greater. See? Correct. Clear? Now let us try one more example for the else block. So I'm giving 3, 4. So B is greater. Clear? I hope you understood. So now let me tell how to compare three numbers. Now we have seen comparing two numbers, right? So this can be extended for comparing three numbers also. So how to find the greatest of three numbers? Let me tell you now. Comma, ampersand C. If A is greater than B, and A is greater than C, then A is greater. Again, you have to check So else if B is greater than C, B is greater. Even if this condition is false, in the else block you have to print C is greater. Print if C is greater. So now let me compile the program. There are no errors. Let me run the program. So I'm giving 3 values, 3, 4, 5. Now it should display a message C is greater because 5 is greater, right? But it's showing it wrong, sorry. So okay, let me explain this in the next class. We will see this. So hope you understood how to use if statement to find the greatest of two numbers. If you don't have any doubt in this, so let me check this and I'll get back to you in the next video lecture. So thanks for watching.